What's the point? This what's the point is a loop that I keep arriving at. I start something, I get motivation, I reach a certain point where I get blocked, and then I come back to this place of what's the point. Reaching this place over and over and over and over again is one of the most challenging things that you can actually go through. It's really hard because you have to deal with doubt and it doesn't seem like there's a way out. But that's exactly what it feels like to be in a loop. What's the point? What's the point in doing work on yourself? What's the point in trying? What's the point in pursuing something that's worth being pursued? Now, what's the point? Why do anything when it's such hard work? Sometimes you don't see the results. And these are questions that go through my head quite a lot. What's the point? And for me, this what's the point is a loop that I keep arriving at. I start something, I get motivation, I reach a certain point where I get blocked, and then I come back to this place of what's the point. Reaching this place over and over and over and over again is one of the most challenging things that you can actually go through. It's really hard because you have to deal with doubt, frustration, and it doesn't seem like there's a way out. But that's exactly what it feels like to be in a loop, a constant loop. Some people experience it in different ways. Some people keep attracting the wrong partner in relationships. Some people keep attracting painful situations into their lives. And, which one are you? For me, this specific what's the point is the thing that I keep recreating. Start, I get some motivation, I move forward, hit a brick wall, what's the point? Self-doubt kicks in, I question myself, I question my path, and then I build myself up, it disappears again, and then I start again. And then it starts to get a little bit tiring. That's where the real what's the point come in. Someone that's pursued a relationship over and over and over again and keeps attracting the same person, and then they lose confidence in men or confidence in women. Now, what's the point in pursuing a relationship when it just ends up in the same place? But one thing to open up is that perhaps it's only you that ends up in the same place. This is a process that I've been working through recently, and it's important to recognize what's going on. And that is that there's an unconscious force at play. There's an unconscious wound that keeps being recreated into your own life. And the reason that happens is because there's a part of you that wants to overcome it and wants to heal it. And a lot of the times we think that we need to push through to heal this, but unfortunately, when it comes to something this delicate, we have to treat it with such care, because when we've got an unconscious wound like that, that gets us to doubt everything, we're touching on something very, very, you could say sacred, you could say tender, and we can't beat this with thought. It's not a goal that needs to be overcome. It's not a punishment for you. What we really need in this situation is to meet it with presence, an openness, a curiosity of what's happening here. More asking the question, getting to know what's actually taking place. What is it that your unconscious is trying to show you? Because that's what's happening. The unconscious is trying to show you something. And the only thing we can do, we can't think our way out of it. We can't do anything to get out of it, because we need to create presence. We need to allow it to be as it is. You sit down, take some time to reflect and ask yourself, what is my unconscious trying to show me? And if you can get there, see what comes, maybe some insight will come. But we need patience and presence in order to push through these blocks. There's an amazing quote that I'll leave you with today, and it's a quote that I heard from one of my teachers, and it says, destructive patterns are addictive. It's hard to change these patterns, but whatever you do, don't fall into the trap of having to do it right. Just have the courage to do it differently. Unconscious forces take you to places, and you keep ending up in a place that you don't want to be. So open up to the unconscious, and to be aware that sometimes you're not ready for what it needs to show you. And that's where humility comes in. Patience, presence, humility. Because when you get in touch with the pain that's blocking you, it can be quite hard. It can be quite challenging. So to also trust your process, trust where you are, and keep showing up with presence and patience and humility.